So in Remnant 2, another patch was released today, 11th of August, with hotfixes, a lot of things, so let's have a quick look. First of all, I see they have released another hot patch with bug fixes, progression and rewards, progression blocker, fix some players getting stuck in tutorial and causing saves not to work, fix issue with Bravo's forgotten who you are, that's funny, performance and crashes, okay. Fixed occasion crashes when traveling to another location mostly affects unless crash pure which are not implemented. Okay, that's good, but now let's go to the juicy part, the patch notes. Once again, performance and crashes, ongoing optimization to improve all over performance, fix multiple report bugs and fixes, contextual fix for game trade timeout waiting for a random thread crash. That's good. I still have some issues with a few crashes here and there, not as bad as it started, but now it's a little bit better now, out of memory when loading Intel 13th generation CPUs. So they have identified an issue and they fix. If you experience this problem, you will likely also have to see other DirectX 12 games. So, okay. Let's move a little bit to other things that change, achievements and difficult rewards. So retroactively fix several achievements that weren't tracked correctly, fixed as many difficult base rewards as possible. They've not to unlock difficult rewards and achievements, you must interact with a ward stone. That's good to know. So if you haven't got your achievements or rewards, just interact with a ward stone, restart the game, and probably you will get everything back. That's good. So quality of life. Let's see now the juicy part, okay. Added all unlocked archetypes to Wallace inventory. If players have unlocked any secret archetype by converting a mysterious item into an engram, he will then sell them for all future characters. If you start with it, Wallace will sell it. So, if this is applied to hardcore characters, this is so major, because hardcore characters, a few of them, if you don't know, they cannot be obtained. For example, the engineer suit and the engram is in a suicidal, let's say, location. You probably have to die to get it. So hardcore character is probably next to impossible to get it. So you can unlock it in a softcore character and then get it from a hardcore character. The same goes for the alchemist stone, because there is an event, creature grabs you and there is a scripted death, but the hardcore perceives that scripted death as permadeath. So okay, that's good. Now you can unlock everything to play with a second character. I think the only issue is to play a second character is if you want to go hardcore or just start fresh. I don't know why you want to start fresh, but okay. That's a good welcome change in any way. Reduce the requirements to obtain revivalist trait. Also included very good boy. So the revivalist trait, they reduce the requirement. I don't know what they remove. I hope they will just be a little more specific. Updating Nimue Bell All Vault on Nerud, okay, vending machine. Blood altar to properly keep their items in stock. Okay, so the blood altar, they didn't keep the items in stock. I didn't know there was an issue. Thankfully, they fixed that. Fix the damage reduction calculation in advanced stats. While this was a bug, we still wanted to make sure it was at the top of the list because I was giving players incorrect info. Yeah, so as I was testing a build, I saw that you could get your damage reduction above 80%, so 112, 120%, something like that. Crazy numbers. However, it seems that was a visual bug. Thankfully, they fixed that. And they also just buffed below, let's see how they buffed everything else, because reduce multiplayer scaling per player by an additional 5%. From 15 to 10%, this means that in 3-player co-op, all players now take 10% damage, 5% per player. So, oh, okay, so that was a nerf. Okay, that's bad. But, I don't know, it was OP. Get 50% less damage in co-op, now you get 10% less damage. Okay, it is what it is. Increase the chance that cash spawns your special rewards. Yeah, thankfully, I played for like hundreds of hours. I think I'm 120 hours by now. And I now unlock a couple of new rings that I wanted from cash. The burden of, I don't remember the name I was looking for. But thankfully, I just unlocked it, so it was ridiculous, 120 hours. But yeah, for that character, I think it was like 80 hours. So thankfully, the spawn rate will be increased, so you don't have to pay 80 hours to get everything. So increasing vulnerability time of standard revive from 0.7 to give players a bit more time to react after being revived. Experience gain is shared across any distance in multiplayer, previously was 40 meters range, and to dead teammates. This is actually good because now you can power level with friends and just take different crosses, different routes. Usually there's very big maps and say, okay, I'll go left, you go right. Just roam through the map, get the experience, power level. That's actually good. I like this change. So balance changes. Reduce vicious enemy affix from 35% to 50%. Reduces spiteful enemy affix from 0 to 45% to 0 to 25%. This is based on current enemy health. Reduce thick skin enemy affix from minus 50% critical chance and minus 25 critical damage to minus 10 and 15 critical damage respectively. Reduce health enemy affix from 25% max health to 15% max health. So this is probably reduced the buffed enemies a little bit from the affixes to have fewer buffs to get killed easy. That's actually a very welcome change, especially if you go for Apocalypse. This will make things easier for more casual builds to just thrive a little bit instead of going just zerging with all the numbers. Increase bulwark damage reduction from max 20% to 25%. A welcome change. 5% extra damage reduction is actually good, and I like bulwark. I use it in my summoner build and I'm very happy with it. So, armor overview. We made a few tweaks to various armor types to give them unique benefits that were applicable for all difficulties. We felt that the baseline heavy armor values at approximately 35% damage reduction were in a good spot, especially with our recent changes to certain enemy affixes, so we adjusted the other armors to bring them up on par in their own way. Armor-based damage reduction is typically the easiest type of damage reduction to get in the game, and due to its importance at high levels, the lower value armors are becoming less than desirable. This is actually very true, because if you go to higher difficulties and you get almost one shot from mobs, what's the point to go in light armor and just wear no armor? Because no armor will make you no weight, or medium armor, for example. Okay, light armor is you still have the fast roll, but why get medium armor if you get still one shot? So that will just make sense if you just want to wear medium armor to tank one hit. Let's say how much I adjusted before I jumped the gun. I adjusted light armor damage reduction value from 15 to 25%, so that's an extra 10%. Adjusted medium armor damage reduction from 25 to 30%, extra 5%. I'm a little disappointed in this, but adjusted ultra heavy armor damage reduction from 45 to 50%, that's actually 5% extra. I believe the ultra heavy armor should give you the best damage reduction, because you have no roll basically, unless you use another item, have a roll, you just go tanking most of the things, although you can still dodge with back dodge without any penalty. Increase light armor evading vulnerability by 2 frames, increase medium armor evading vulnerability by 1 frame, increase ultra heavy neutral evading vulnerability by 1 frame. Yeah, neutral evade, that's what I was trying to say, because now you have more frames. That's why you want to wear a light armor or medium or heavy to tank a couple of hits, and ultra heavy should tank more hits. Anyway, armor evade value and stamina penalty references. Light evade 25 per camera slower, 12 frames, 0 stamina cost penalty. So medium evade, we have 11 frames, 25% stamina cost penalty. Heavy evade, the heavy armor is 10 frames, 50% stamina cost penalty, and ultra heavy, oh my god, it's the flop basically, 75% stamina cost penalty and 59 frames. Do I read this correctly? 59 frames. So what is this a typo? What, ultra heavy has better iframes than the light armor? Do they mean 5 iframes? That could make more sense. Probably that's a typo. Anyway, dev note, no changes were made to stamina cost penalty. These are original values. Additionally, heavy evade and ultra heavy flop had the original I value as well. The only changes regarding iframes were to the 2 lighter weight classes. Okay, so let's continue. Archetypes. Under companion and summoner minions gain increased health per difficulty. Oh, hallelujah. Yeah, they will survive a little better. On Apocalypse, they will have the highest base health. I agree with this. Let's hope the good boy also gets a little bit damage increase, because I'm a little disappointed with the good boy damage for now. I'm trying to make a build probably, but the summons are so much better damage wise. Although I understand, because that the summon dies, The good boy can never die. You have to raise him constantly, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. I would prefer if he just did a little more damage. Anyway, increase challenger intimidating presence range from 10 meters to 15 meters. Always welcome chains, 5 extra meters. So yeah, the challenger always have to go close range, but extra 5 meters are always welcome. Gear items, increase restriction cold damage reduction from 10 to 15%. Increase guardian ring range from 10 meters to 15 meters. Enable missed step neutral backdash attack. Oh yeah, because I was trying to use the misstep neutral back. When you use the Ring of Omens and a specific amulet, you get like a misstep, and you couldn't do a backdash attack. So when you go back, you couldn't just attack with a heavy weapon or with any melee weapon. So they enabled this. That's good actually, because I kind of want to create a build like this. So enemies. Adjusting downtime and overall combat flow for annihilation. Adjusted annihilation mind behavior on survival difficulty. I'm not familiar with any of this, but this seems like a buff because I adjusted downtime and overall combat and the behavior. Okay, that's good. So bug fixes. Oh my god, these are so many. Let's read everything. Let's start reading. Okay, let's start and we'll see. Bug fixes. Progression rewards. Okay, for that, for the progressions, I will leave you here for the screenshot. However, I have to tell you something I know. If you were farming corrupted Lumenite crystals with one of my previous, the last guide or the last guides, they no longer work. I know that. So you can no longer jump to go to the guide, the red guy. You have to make the round, and you cannot respawn the red enemy, the aberration in the labyrinth. So back to legit farming corrupted Lumenite crystals and simulacrums until we find something else. So archetypes. Fix issue with summoner minions targeting pigs in Losham. Pigs are no longer valid targets for minions. Okay, yeah, that was an issue for me. They're hard to control as they are the minions. Targeting pigs or just inconsequential targets, it's much loss of DPS. Thankful and good chains. Fix issue with Handler, very good boy not taking the sleeping Huntress when attacking. Okay, I didn't encounter this, but thank you for fixing it. Fix medic redemption cooldown for clients. What do you mean exactly by this? We didn't have correct cooldown. Anyway, engineer kills with a turret now grant experience. Oh my god, I didn't grant experience. That's why I had problems when my turret was killing the enemies. That's good. Removed controlled rumble when summoner minions move near the player. Okay. So gear item fixes. Fix an issue with Aphelion causing it to do drastically reduced damage. That's good. Aphelion, is that the last weapon you get from the last boss? And I was wondering why it was so bad. Okay, that's good, that's good. So we can make a build with Aphelion. Thank you. Fix various issues with restricting cold causing issues like UI weirdness, memory leaks, and player getting stuck in a war zone as client. Fix Death's Embrace effects remaining after exiting the main menu and returning to game. Oh yeah, that Death's Embrace is an amulet that gives you extra damage and haste if you are below 50% health or stuff like that. And I was wondering why I continuously had haste and extra damage. So yeah, that was a bug. They fixed it. Unfortunately, whatever. I was just using for the Misty Step combo. Fix Spore Shots mod slow effect lasting indefinitely. Oh my god, that would be fun. Slow indefinitely the boss and just run around and just kill it slowly would be fun. Fixed Enigma Chain Lightning, chaining through walls and floors. Okay, shooting through walls doesn't seem very sporty, so they remove that. Fixed Enigma ignoring enemy resistance. The Overload explosion still ignores resistance. Okay, the Enigma was ignoring the enemy resistance, now the Overload. Pity. Fixed Dark Fluid buff values being inconsistent for clients. Fixed Fairy Needle buff icon displaying values incorrectly for clients. Now Bullet Waver buff icon displaying values incorrect for clients. What others they fixed? Trans Scavenger Ring not correctly working for clients. Oh my god. So if you were the client, most of your items could not work. Fixed Energized Neck Coil so to not trigger from ally stats application. Fix issue where consuming processed Quara while its effect was already active, was not a resetting timer. Oh my god, this is very valuable resource. I don't know if you can buy it. You find it only in Yasha. So seriously though, you know that is right. Fixed issue when consuming ambient ember while its effect was already active was not a resetting timer. Fixed issue where eulogy mode was damaging player when activated too close to enemies, also retaining bolts to longer damaged enemies. Added description and lore for Ghost Cell. Okay. So they fixed a few enemies. I'm going to fix that, to leave that, because is there anything noteworthy here? I don't think anything noteworthy apart from, yeah, I know the buffs, not buffs, the farms no longer work, and the mix changes, they mix some things that are being too small, and chimney obstructions. Okay, I will leave this so you can read them yourselves if you want. But overall, some good changes, some bad changes. Good changes is they buffed a little bit the bulwark, they buffed a little bit by lowering the defenses for enemies. They buffed the good boy a little more. I hope some more for damage, please. I want my good boy to be a little more aggressive and killing things easier as my friend. So anyway, big win in overall, but let's hope the future patches are also a little more pleasant and very good. Get more quality of life upgrades, no more crashes, please. Fix optimization to the best you can so all players can enjoy the game. It's a fantastic game. I'm still having a lot of fun. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos for Remnant 2 and other video games. And until next time.